Okay, quick video for using Canva to make a slide deck. To get started, you would go to canva.com. So canva.com, and you can use a free account. You can do a lot in Canva with the free account. There is the pro version. It's about $100 a year. If you're using it 3 or 4 times a month, that's going to be worth it. But you can also make a lot of things in the free Canva. So let's take a look now at, so once you log in with your email, it's going to put you in your Canva dashboard. So once you're in Canva, you can make lots of different contents. You would start with click create, and so you can make an Instagram post. You can do different types of presentations: flyer, poster, proposal. It's going to give you some options. So a slide deck will typically be like a 16:9 presentation. Just scroll through so you can kind of see. There's lots of preset templates. So we're going to click presentation 16:9 to get started. And it's going to set that size up for you. And I'm going to stay working on the browser here. And so once you've chosen the template that you want, we chose presentation. So for a slide, you can put pitch deck. You'll see it's going to give you a bunch of different styles here. And I'm in design right now on that sidebar. You can also put business proposal, business presentation. So there's a couple different ways you can kind of get started with the template. And I'm going to bring up some other options, put business proposal. And so once you're looking at the different options in design, you'll select one to get started, and it's going to populate that template. So let's select this one here, and I'm going to apply all pages. So now that I've got this template and it's populated that to, you can kind of see the full grid. Let's look at 2 ways you can update this for how you want the slides to be. So let's say once you're in the presentation size, you clicked design, you selected the template that you want to start with, then you're mostly working in elements or text. And so let's take a look at 2 things to change. Let's say we want to change a picture and we want to change some words, and then we want to learn how to share it with others. So you can always expand, so you can kind of zoom in a little bit. You can work on slide 2 or slide 3. So for this one, I'm going to hover over it. I see the purple lines. That lets me know I can change that. I'm going to go into elements, and I'm going to put team to bring up some pictures. So you can choose graphics or photos. So for this, I'm going to choose a photo, and let's see what other photos we have here. So let's choose this first photo here, and let's take a look at we've added. So we changed this photo, and if you want to undo, you would just go back to the other photo. Whenever I hover and I see the purple lines, that's letting me know I can change that picture, that graphic, or that text. So let's call this presentation, and we'll need to make that a little smaller. I can adjust that here. And maybe I want to center this over here. You can hover over the text box to change the words. You can also always change the color. And so once you hover, you see the purple lines, you'll know either it's a picture you can change, a text block, you can add a text block. So lots of ways you can customize those slides to look the way that you want. And you'll be able to see which items are changeable once you hover. You can kind of move things around, and you can, Canva is a true drag and drop editor. All right, so let's say you got these slides looking exactly the way you want. How will you share this with others, or if you're working on this with others? So there's a couple ways that you can share this. You can share it with another team member who's going to collaborate in the editing, in which case you would just copy the link and then just determine if you want them to have access to that file or if you only want access for comments. So that is where you would do that. You can also make a view link if you just want someone to be able to see the presentation online and click through it. You can make a public view link. You can click to download it as a PDF, in which case you would just choose download and then you'll select PDF standard unless you're choosing to print it, but most of the time standard is good. And then you would just select which pages. And then once you download it as a PDF, it will probably be quite a big file. So you would just want to compress that if you were sending it out, or use Google Drive to send it out. And those are just some things to keep in mind once you are working on a slide deck, that you can share it. You also have quite a few other options if you want to just send the starter template to someone who might be finishing it in Canva. You can also do that. You would just click to see all options and then select to send the template link. So lots of different ways to share that file. And then if you do share it with someone for comments, it's usually right over here. And if someone is letting you know the correct spelling of a name or some other content on the slide, and they put it in a comment, that would be over there. And that is a very quick introduction to making a slide deck in Canva.